Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Beyond the Gate. I am the Dust Man, bringing you another episode and another guest. So, let's get right on into it. Here we have, what's your name?
Levi Teague.
And when did you get started?
Um, Around 2021.
Okay, 2021. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So, who do you ride for?
Boosted BMX.
Boosted BMX, yeah? So, how did you actually get started into riding, into BMX? Do you remember?
So I was at school and my friend brought a trophy and I asked him what it was from. He said BMX. And I asked him like, where's it at? And he said Rockford. And then I went and the night I asked my mom and my dad if I could go down to the track.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. So you went to Rockford the first time?
Yep.
Yeah? Oh, that's awesome. So you were at school and a kid brought a trophy.
Yep.
That's awesome, man. That's I've never heard that one. So you've been racing for how many years now?
This is my fourth
Your
year.
fourth year? Okay. And then you're an expert right now, ain't you?
Yep.
Okay, so he's an expert right now. And how old are you?
I am 9.
You're 9. Okay, so he's a 9 expert, rides for Boosted. And where's your home track?
Rockford BMX.
Rockford BMX. So he's from Rockford. Well, where is your hometown?
My hometown is Winnebago.
Winnebago. So his hometown's Winnebago, but his home track is Rockford, since Rockford's only like, I think, 10 minutes away. So 9X, you've been in it for 4 years. So how long did it take you to actually pass into the intermediate class? Do you remember that?
It took me so I kind of went in stages. Like my first year,
Yeah.
I was novice, but then my second year I turned inner.
Yeah.
And then my third year, last year, I turned X.
Okay, so like each year you kind of like had at each stage, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you did really good in the beginning, I know, because I've got to watch him a lot since I've seen him pretty much grow the whole time he's been racing, since even he raced Cam as well. So you did really good in the beginning. How fast do you think you went through novice?
I think it took me at least.
Was it the whole year? Because I know you said it was each year was like a step, but I think you got through novice a little bit quicker than a year.
I think it was like a year, probably.
Yeah, it was the whole year?
Probably like a whole year,
okay,
yeah.
Okay. So it was the whole year that did take you to get in the intermediate. Do you remember what kind of first bike you had?
It was a red line.
A red line?
Yeah.
Okay. And where did they get that from?
Kegel's Bike Shop.
Oh, Kegel's Bike Shop. Set them up. So that's awesome, man. You started off on a Kegel's bike. You can't do much better than that. So how did it feel going out there and racing for the first time?
I was kind of nervous because it was my first race, obviously, and everybody else was like already doing it for at least a season.
Yeah.
I only had 4 riders, and I got 4th.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, that's all right. We all start somewhere. It don't come easy, especially in BMX. BMX is tough. So especially when you get up in there in the expert class, it's like starting all over again. Because them kids, you never know, they could have been doing it for years and years and years.
Yep.
So how was your first time actually getting first place? How did that feel? So was it amazing?
I feel like when my first place was like my favorite at the time. It was like my favorite.
Your favorite win?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when I get more to the expert, my favorite trophy or win or whatever is my Midwest national.
Oh yeah,
trophy.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Yeah, nationals are hard to make it in the main event, regardless. Even if you are a novice.
Yeah.
The nationals are tough. So with that being said, you got into expert class. Have you got any wins in expert yet?
I've had 3 wins.
3 wins?
3 wins
Okay.
in expert, yes.
Oh, see, now that right there is an accomplishment right there,
Yep.
because not a whole lot of people can get wins in the expert class.
Yep.
Once you get into expert class, it's a big different game right there. So, so what's your favorite track?
Rockford BMX.
Is it Rockford? So, what about your favorite trails?
Trails.
Right down here. I had to fish for that one. So what's your favorite gate? What gate do you like to come out of?
8.
You like to come out of gate 8?
Yeah.
Really? And why do you like to come out of gate 8?
Because I could just smash over.
Yeah. Actually, we've had quite a few kids that like gate 8 because of like the reason that nobody wants to go over to gate 8, so they're not going to cut you off, right?
Yeah.
Unless you got me in a gate next to you, because I'm coming to the outside. But yeah, no, that's right. I mean, for most of the part, like a lot of people ain't gonna go to the outside, so it is good to have the outside. You're not gonna get squished, right? So we got through that. What about? So what's your favorite jump?
Favorite jump?
Yeah, at Rockford.
The third straight mini table.
Okay, yeah, the table. Like going, it's almost right out, like right next to the first turn, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's a good jump. What about what was your first team? What was your very first team?
Freeport BMX.
Freeport BMX, yeah, and then they turned into Boosted, right?
Yep.
Okay. I wanted to just make sure of that, I wasn't clear, but I thought that's what it was. So we got all the way to expert. So do you race open class as well?
Yes.
Yeah, you race open class, and then when did you turn? You said you're 9, right?
Yep.
So when did you turn 9?
I turned 9 November.
Okay.
The day of ROC, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's a tough one right there. That's a tough one. God, that's a tough one right there, bro. The day of ROC is your birthday, huh?
Yeah. This year it's the day before, though.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. It don't matter. We can still go in there and beat them, huh?
Yep.
It don't matter. I mean, I was always the smallest in my class, and I always did fine. Even if they were a little older or whatever, So,
yep.
Same thing with Donnie Robinson. He was a little guy, and he could kick butt. I think you're gonna grow. You're pretty tall, bro. You're a big kid, so
yeah.
That's how I knew you were doing so good when you were young, and I watched you a lot because I was like, man, that kid is big, and you smoke him. You still do though. You still fly. So what about your favorite race that you've ever had? Like, okay, so like, what's your favorite national you've ever been to? Have you only been to
I've
Midwest?
only been to Midwest, but this year I'm gonna go to Nashville.
Okay, Nashville. Oh man, you're gonna love it. That track is fun too. It's really fast, and it kind of reminds me like Rockford. So you're definitely gonna have fun there. So did you do state last year, like the state series?
Yes.
Yeah. And how did that go?
So I would have got state 5 because they were only giving out 5 plates.
Yep.
But I thought I had all of the ones I need, but one of those state races I was inner.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, that's all right. Well, this year you'll be able to get up in there and you'll be fine.
I got it.
Oh yeah, most definitely. So what's your most what race are you looking forward to the most?
Nashville.
Nashville, yeah.
Music City.
Most definitely. I would be stoked about that one too. So what's your favorite jump down here? What's your favorite trick? You like to do backflips and stuff like that, or what?
I like the new table that they just built this year.
Yeah.
And my thing is I like to kind of like catch, like go up and get like a little air and then just like
get that whip out there.
Yeah.
Yep. Start getting that hips over and turn them hips and turn the bars a little bit. Yeah, that's how it starts. That's good. Well, I appreciate you coming on. I think I got a few more questions. I just gotta think about them. So that was your first bike. So this is your second bike?
This is my third bike.
This is your third? Well, yeah, because you were like growing. So what was your second bike?
It was a red S squared.
An S squared, and now you have a Supercross. So what has been your favorite one?
Probably the red S squared.
The red S squared. Yeah. Okay. So why did you like that one so much?
I just liked because the frame.
Mm-hmm.
It's good out the gate to have a little flex on it.
Oh, okay.
And that one had a little flex.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And this one has
a little bit more rigid, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a little stiff.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Okay. So, what has BMX taught you, like, that you can take into everyday life?
It's taught me to not throw fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it don't go your way, huh? Things don't go your way. We got to just kind of persevere and take a step back and breathe and figure out how we can do it better next time, right?
Yep.
Yeah. That's actually it's a really good lesson, because I mean, everybody wants to win, right?
Yep.
Yeah. We got to learn how to lose.
Yep.
That's the only way to get better.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Win some.
Yeah, you win some and you lose some, and I mean, usually there's always going to be somebody better.
Yeah.
And unless you're like, I mean, and look, even Barry Nobles, he's not training right now so much, and he was not out front, so even the best can get second place, Yeah. So yeah, no shots at you, Barry. I love you. But yeah, so we're going for state this year. We're going to Nashville. Have you been to Grams at all?
No, but this year I'm gonna go to ROC, which I might go to Grams.
Oh yeah, dude. You definitely got to get out there. That's gonna be a fun one as well. I'm looking for the Grams mock-up already. I haven't been saying anything, but I'm already looking for the Grams mock-up. So I'll let you know as soon as I find it. But yeah, I'm not gonna keep you all out too much longer. I know you want to go over there and ride. I just wanted to get that interview in with you. What's your favorite part about going to Rockford BMX? What keeps you coming back?
Probably my friends are always there. I like hanging out with my friends and trying new things at the track.
Yeah, trying new things at the track. Yeah, that's important. That's how you get better, right? Is keep doing stuff and stuff that kind of makes you not really so comfortable.
Yeah,
you just got to go for it, So yeah, I think that's a really good one. So what about anybody that you want to say thank you to?
Thank you to my mom, my dad, Troy, and think.
I know it goes blank, huh? You're like, you had it all, and you're like, I know everybody I'm gonna say thank you to, and then I say it, and then you're like, yeah, mom and dad.
My mom, my dad, Troy, Matthew Nalen, and Mercedes.
Yeah, yep. Awesome, dude. Well, thank you for coming on. I appreciate you. And we'll see you out there at the track, all right? And you guys be sure, you guys watch him at Nashville. He's going to be in Nashville. So 9 Expert, Nashville. Be watching for him, okay, guys? We'll see you later.